What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Trey Sense here. Got a little cologne on my hands, so I was just smelling that. Got another video for you. This video is about fragrances that I have in my collection that are, of course, on a budget, but that are masculine. These are some of the most masculine fragrances that I have in this day and time where everything is fruity and fresh and citrusy and green and fresh out of the shower and all of that stuff. These bad boys right here are, I think I got 6 here that are just straight up masculine, unapologetic man juice. And no further ado, let's get right to it. The first one on the list is one of my favorites, and it is a little bit barbershoppy, and it is old school Dunhill, or just Dunhill for men. And this one is, man, this is a nice, you see that sprayer? That's nice. Just a nice, strong, masculine, fresh, clean fragrance. This is what I picture men back in the 40s and 50s walking around smelling like. Just manly, clean, and it smells good. You know, it's got a little bit of a powdery vibe to it, a little bit of a barbershop vibe to it, but I don't feel like it smells dated. I do feel like it just smells strong and masculine. And as you see, I have worn this. It is a scent that I like. I reach for this a lot in the winter. The powder aspect of this, I think, makes it one that can be worn in the daytime as well, or in the warmer weather. It is a very strong fragrance. It does perform well, at least on my skin. That's at least a 2-hour projector with a 4 to 6 hour longevity range on it. And that's about as good as it gets off my skin, especially for a fragrance that is under 20 bucks. Yeah, I think I got that on clearance. I know I got it at Burlington Coat Factory in Huntsville, and it was extremely cheap. So there you have it. The next one, and it to me, they've been making this forever, needs no introduction. You know what it is, Drakkar Noir, or Noir, however you say it. And this is one of my wife's favorite, nice lavender. Again, I guess this could be considered barbershoppy as well, but to me, it's just masculine. And there are a lot of other fragrances I could have put on this list, like Halston, what is it, Z112 and Z14. Those are great fragrances as well. Those are barbershoppy, lavendery, masculine type of fragrances, but I didn't feel like putting them in here. So back to this one, Drakkar. You know it well. They've been making this fragrance for a long time. One of the best-selling fragrances of all time. Great performer, smells good. It just has this, to me, iconic following and just lore about it. This is a fragrance I will always have in my collection. I did a video about 4 for Life. It did not make that 4, but it, you know, it's one that I don't think I'll ever be without. It just smells good. Compliment getter, crowd pleaser. It smells good. Moving right on. Another one that, and this is a, you see the string, inexpensive fragrance, and that got all over me. Giorgio Beverly Hills. And I know a lot of people are gonna go, ugh, that smells good. Listen, I'm 44 years old. I'll be 45 in December. I'm coming into an age where I appreciate frags like this more now than I would have 20 years ago. 20 years ago, I'd have been like, ain't no way. Now I appreciate the masculinity of this, the quality, the depth of the fragrance, the you know, even the concept behind the fragrance. I understand what they were going for. It's a fresh, clean, powdery, barbershoppy, just a good smelling fragrance. And I think they've been making fragrances that smell like this, you know, for 50 years. I think 50 years from now, there'll be some kid, you know, holding up a bottle of this, you know, and he'll tell them what the price of it's going to be because you can't find it. But a good smelling fragrance that does exactly what a fragrance is supposed to do. And I'm going to tell you something. The thing that I like about these fragrances is the notes. These things have tons of notes in them. You go back and you look up an old school frag, it ain't going to be just 2 or 3 notes. This thing got pages of notes. And I think that helps with the depth and just with the longevity of the fragrance, because this is one that even on my dry skin, this thing projects for 2.5 hours, and I get 6, 7, 8, 9 hours of longevity out of this. And some of you are probably going, I don't want that to stay on me for 9 hours. That's fine. This is about masculinity and for Those of you who want to smell like a man on a budget, get you some of this pimp juice right here. Right here. This is some good stuff, guys. I'm telling you. Great frag. And this is under 15 bucks easily when you can see it. Giorgio Beverly Hills. Another one from Giorgio Beverly Hills that smells good that's not in this video is Red. It's similar to that, but I think a little bit spicier, but just as masculine. I could have easily have put this in the video, but I didn't. Now, one of the most daring fragrances on this list and probably in my entire collection is the original Azzaro per Homme. And this fragrance is almost as old as I am. And they have been making it for years. I think the classification for most of these are fougères. Man, this just reminds me of masculinity. I'm just going to be honest. This reminds me of being outside, raking leaves, raking them in a pile, starting a fire, just doing manly stuff. That's what this reminds me of. Just, you know, again, it has that clean, soapy barbershop vibe to it, but I like frags like this. My lady approves, and I'm going to tell you, and I know me and Cheap have had this discussion. Yes, Cheap. Women like fresh, sweet-smelling fragrances, too. They do. They definitely do, but they also appreciate a man smelling like a man. They do. Especially if you got a nice beard like I got, you know what I'm saying? You know, my hair's normally bald, but it's time to shave it again, so because it grows so fast. But frags like this, man, I think fit a man in his 40s very well, you know, that just knows what he wants out of life, knows where he's going, understand what he's supposed to do as a grown man. Fragrances like this, to me, just nail it. It just, you know, ain't no play about it, ain't no misunderstanding. You know, I came to pay my power bill type of man. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, I'm gonna handle my business type of man. That's what I think of when I think of these frags, you know. That's just my opinion. Next one on the list is another one, and I ain't gonna talk about it. Avan by Armas. Armas? Anyway, I'm butchering the name. Avan, you know what it is. Again, another powerhouse, masculine. Look at that type of frag. Great fragrance. Nice bitter lemon in there. Whew, I like that. I mean, it's just masculine. That's all it is. It's just masculine. This one, though, I will say disappointed me a little bit because I thought it was going to be just this kick in the face monster performer. It does okay. It's not, you know, about an hour and a half of long projection, 3.5, maybe 4 hours of longevity. I really thought it was going to be one of those that reached out and got 7 or 8 hours of performance, but it didn't. But I'm not going to act like it's not a great masculine fragrance because it is. I'm going to spray it one more time. Well, let me give it a little skin. There we go. Give it a little skin and see what it do. Hold on. Give me just a second. Yeah. Ugh. Bitter. It's got this bitter aspect. And I love it. It's bitter clean. Yeah. It smells like really good soap. But it's bitter, but clean and a little bit citrusy. Yeah, just a nice old school vibe, masculine fragrance. There's probably some guys out there that have been wearing this since it came out. I'm not sure what years it was released, but it's got a 60s type of vibe to it to me. Just a great smelling fragrance. I like it. That's Avan by what is it? Is it Armas? I can't remember, but it's Avan. They make Tuscan and several other fragrances. Tuscan's another good one too. All right. Yeah. Man, I can see that now. That's a nice date night. Got on a nice Bill Cosby sweater. You strolling out through there. Spray that on. You're going to do it. Last but not least on this list is from Happyland Studios. Mr. E.J. Wells has got himself a gem with this one to me, and it is Barbershop. And it is just the guy on the bottle. I don't know if you can see that. That says it all. And that pictures it. I mean, that time frame, that era, just a masculine fragrance. These fragrances are not for everybody. I'll admit it. They're not the easiest fragrances to wear. They're challenging, but that's why I like them. And the same can be said for this one. Now, if you don't know, if you've been under a rock in the frag community and you haven't stuck your head out and you don't know about EJ Wells' Happyland Studio, EJ makes some very good quality. In my opinion, this is a niche house because I don't think EJ makes purses or anything like that. I think everything he makes deals with fragrances. This is a good one. This is a niche, not a niche quality. This is a niche fragrance. It is perfume extract and it smells good. I have about 7 fragrances from EJ Wells with what is it? Green Irish Tobacco being one of my favorites. Blue Fire being one of my favorites. What's that one? Oh, Cure Cafe and Home for the Holidays. But I think my favorite from the house is Blue Fire that I've smelled anyway. I haven't smelled several of them, but for the ones that I have smelled, I appreciate the quality and the creativity behind those fragrances. And there's honestly, even though Green Irish Tobacco is his version of Green Irish Tweed, it's still its own fragrance. It smells similar to Green Irish Tweed, but different at the same time. But frags like this, I mean, I love pulling this out on a very cold day and spraying it on because it just, I don't know, it just, to me, it just works wonders on a cold day and just smells so good and so masculine, you know, because sometimes you just want to feel like a man, you know, at least I do. Sometimes I just want to feel like the man. And when I get in that mood, when I'm in that alpha male zone, I don't feel like reaching for, you know, YSLY. I like it, it smells good, but when I'm in that zone, that ain't what I'm reaching for. You know, when I feel like I can't miss, you know, these are the fragrances I want to wear. Stuff like this, you know. When I feel like I can't miss, this is what I want to wear. I'm not sure what the price is on this, though. It is easily the most expensive out of this bunch, but it is well worth it. I don't think it's a bank breaker. I know this is a 50 mil? Yeah, this is a 50 mil, and I'd easily say it's under 40 bucks, I would think. If not, it's not going to be much more than that for the 50 mil. All right, guys, sorry for another long video. These videos are long for me. Oh, while I got your attention, I may as well show you this one too. Speaking of masculine fragrances, I picked this one up the other day at TJ Maxx. They still didn't have much. And this is called Carrera. I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not, oh well, I'm sure y'all will correct me. And this is a very light version of, in my opinion, this. Very similar, but not the same. They're not the same, but this has about 50% of the characteristics of Drakkar. Then it takes its own turn and becomes its own fragrance. But at the top, it smells like Drakkar. I don't know if it's lavender or whatever because I haven't looked the notes up. But this is Carrera Black. I feel like I'm saying that wrong, but my old Southern drawl just won't say it right. Carrera Black is what this is. Nice smelling fragrance. And the good thing about this fragrance is it's $5 or $6, man. I picked this up on sale for $5.50, and you can't go wrong with that. And it's another masculine type of fragrance. Not as strong and potent as these. It's a little bit more toned down. I think this would be a decent office scent. I don't think it lasts that long, though. I think it's about an hour and a half on the projection, with maybe 3 hours on the longevity. So you'll need to take it with you. But it's a small bottle, so it won't be no problem for the pump fake game. All right, I'm going to get off of here because this video has went a lot longer than I wanted it to. But thanks for stopping by. Be sure to comment down below. If you have any familiarity with any of these fragrances, you know what to do. Let your boy know about them. Leave it in the comment below. We can talk about them. Also, let me know what your masculine fragrances are. Yes, my English teacher would be so disappointed. Let me know what your masculine fragrance is. Let me know what you reach for when you feeling like the man and you want to just be that man today. Let me know what your fragrance is. All right, I'm gonna jump off here. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for helping me get past 500. I think we're at 531 now, man. We're growing. Thanks for that. Thanks for all the YouTubers out there who show love. This is a fun community. It's been great. It's been a blast. I have thoroughly enjoyed it. I have met so many great people and great reviewers. I can't name them all, so I won't even try because I don't want to leave anybody out, but you know who you are. It's just been a lot of them. And I'm talking about from Connecticut all the way down to Texas, to Florida, Tennessee, you know, Alabama, Georgia. I mean, it's all represented, you know, and it's Mississippi, Louisiana. I mean, it's just been so much fun and just been a lot of great people doing this. So I hope everybody's having a great day, and let's have ourselves a great weekend. Again, hug your loved ones, man, because this coronavirus is out here wreaking havoc. And also, I got toilet paper for sale if you need some toilet paper and some Germex and Lysol. I got some of that. You know, it's gonna cost you, but I got some. I got it. If you want it, it's gonna cost you. Got paper towels too. I even spray the paper towels with Lysol. So you just, I'm just saying. Hey, I'm just saying. I'm gone.